Naming a book the best of the year is no easy task, especially in a year like 2021 that's been stacked with heavy hitters and crowd pleasers. There were new books by literary titans, including Nobel laureate Kazuo Ishiguro and Pulitzer winner Colson Whitehead. Sally Rooney saw her third consecutive triumph with Beautiful World, Where Are You? And Michelle Zauner had everyone, well, crying with her memoir Crying in H. Mart. How does one possibly crown a winner? But when it came time for the book's editorial team at Amazon to compile its Best of the Year list, one title stood tall above the rest. Once the team started reading it, it was like wildfire, says Sarah Gelman, editorial director of books at Amazon, of The Lincoln Highway. Amor Towles, best-selling author of A Gentleman in Moscow, wowed not just the team at Amazon with his follow-up. I think that's one of the great things about this book, it's so universal, Gelman says. I gave it to my dad, my book club is reading it. There's a little bit of something for everyone in it. It's so hopeful and in many ways such an American story. A road trip novel set over the course of 10 days in June 1954, The Lincoln Highway centers on Emmett Watson, 18 years old and newly released from a juvenile work farm where he was serving time for involuntary manslaughter. He hits the road with his 8-year-old brother Billy, on a quest to find the mother who abandoned them. NPR Books editor Petra Meyer dies suddenly at age 46. She was the best of us. A half out of 4 review for USA Today calls the book a propulsive narrative and a beguiling story about how the past shapes the future. It debuted at #1 on USA Today's best-selling books list. There are a lot of familiar names among the list's top 10, including Crystal Hanna with her Great Depression novel The Four Winds and two-time Pulitzer Prize winner Whitehead with his twisty crime novel Harlem Shuffle. Gelman says she and the others on her editorial team, who together read hundreds of books a year in search of gems to champion, noticed a lot of distinctly American stories captivating readers this year. And while non-fiction dominated last year's list, this year, fiction was king. It was an embarrassment of riches, Gelman says. With everything that's going on in the world, people are looking for escapism. There are also some lesser-known names on the list, and Gelman hopes their inclusion will catapult them to greater acclaim. Among them is The Beatrice Prophecy, by Kate DiCamillo. A middle-grade book by a two-time Newbery medalist, The Beatrice Prophecy is about a poor young girl prophesied to overthrow the king. We wouldn't normally put a children's book on the top 20 list, Gelman says, but this book reads like a modern classic. With this year's list in the bag, Gelman and Cleland already looking ahead to next year, and her to-be-read pile is already growing unwieldy. 2 upcoming titles she's particularly excited for are Hanya Yanagihara's To Paradise. Her previous novel, A Little Life, is a top 3 favorite of Gelman's, and Julia Majonis' debut novel Vladimir, about an English professor whose husband is facing a slew of accusations from former students. It's starting to look like 2022 will be an embarrassment of riches for readers too. Here are Amazon's picks for the top 20 books of 2021. For the complete list of 100 books, including favorites by genre, visit Amazon.com. Melville Hannah Jones, The 1619 Project, The Office Oral History. One. The Lincoln Highway, by Amor Towles. 2. Crime in H Mart, by Michelle Zahner. 3. The Plot, by Jean-Han Corlitz. 4. How the Word is Passed, A Reckoning with the History of Slavery Across America, by Clint Smith. 5. The Four Winds, by Kristen Hanna. 6. Empire of Pain, The Secret History of the Sackler Dynasty, by Patrick Radden Key. 7. Harlem Shuffle, by Colson Whitehead. 8. Great Circle, by Maggie Shipstead. 9. Project Hail Mary, by Andy Weir. 10. Clara and the Sun, by Kazuo Ishiguro. 11. Razorblade Tears, by S.A. Cosby. 12. Sankofa, by Chibundu Omuzo. 13. The Beatrice Prophecy, by Kate DiCamillo. 14. What Storm, What Thunder, by Miriam J. A. Chansey. 15. Beautiful World, Where Are You, by Sally Rooney. 16. The Sentence, by Louise Erdrich. 17. When Ghosts Come Home, by Wiley Cash. 18. The Last Thing He Told Me, by Laura Dave. 19. Count the Ways, by Joyce Maynard. 20. Atlas of the Heart, Mapping Meaningful Connection and the Language of Human Experience, by Brené Brown.